Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of The Baldness Rises, otherwise known as the Psychosin Psychoanalysis, right here on the Psychosin project on YouTube. Today I'm going to be reviewing, I know I'm a few months late for this, but seems to be something I'm going to be doing while I've not had any new sort of albums or demos or whatever sent through to me. I'm going to be reviewing, because I've been meaning to do it for a while, the new album by Lacuna Coil called Delirium. So let's get into this and see what I thought about it. Is Lacuna Coil's 7th full-length album, not including EPs and like B-sides collections. And on this album, I mean their last album, Broken Crown Halo, sorry, not Broken Clown Halo, as I almost said there, was somewhat of a high point for the band. It was absolutely superb. They'd really tightened up their songwriting, gone back to a slightly heavier feel, but still kept that catchiness. And with Delirium, they've continued that kind of theme. There's a sort of running theme throughout the album, kind of a concept of being about being in an insane asylum, because they were inspired by a recently closed down insane asylum near where they live, and basically you get that feeling throughout the album, like an underlying menace to the songs and the lyrics. As for the sound of the album, they've continued the heavier theme. They've gone a bit heavier, as referenced on tracks like the opening House of Shame, which I believe was also the first single, and on Blood, Tears and Dust. The male vocalist, Marco, I believe his name is, Marco Cotizelli. Sorry, no, that's the wrong person, that's guitar, sorry. Andrea Ferro, even, the male vocalist, has more of a presence on this album as well, after a few albums where it seemed to sort of slightly become the Christina Scarpia vocal show, more than Andrea. It's good to hear him get back in with some throaty roars in there and a more male sort of presence on Lacuna Coil, while still keeping the fantastic vocals of Christina Scarpia there as well, but not just keeping her for, you know, choruses and that's it, as they have done on previous albums before. As for the whole sound of it, much heavier, going back to really there's a bit of a feel of their sort of debut albums as well, more darker, heavier feel, and all in all it's a pretty damn good album. But is it as good as Broken Crown Halo? Well, I've only got round to listening to it once, which is why I'm doing this review so late, because basically I've got a backlog of albums I'm trying to get through and review for you lovely people, and it kind of it's building up because I'm getting sent more albums as we go, but not quite as good as Broken Crown Halo on first listen. However, it may grow on me, it may have grown on you already, because the album has been out for a few months over here in the UK at least anyway. These songs may even sound a hell of a lot better even live, and yet they sound, don't get me wrong, they sound fantastic as it is on the album, but doesn't quite reach the heights of how good Broken Crown Halo was, but still a very, very good album, and well worth picking up if you are indeed a Lacuna Coil fan, either past or present. As I said, they seem to be heading towards going back into the darkness that they missed for a few albums in their mid-2000s career. But there's definitely some light in there, some shine. I mean, I've got the special edition with the 3 extra tracks. If you can hunt that one down, do it, because the 3 extra tracks are definitely worth the extra £1 or £2. And all in all, I'll give this about a 4.5 out of 5, whereas Broken Crown Halo was a definite 5 out of 5 classic. This is one that's just a small step below that sort of high waterline that they've made for themselves. So there we go, that is what I thought. So there you have it, that is what I thought of the new album by Lacuna Coil. Feel free to like, share and subscribe this video. Thank you for watching. Feel free to leave any comments on the video as well. Thank you for watching. As always, feel free to become my Patreon. My Patreon link is, as always, in the description along the bottom of this right now. Also, feel free to check out my radio show on thatmetalstation.com every Monday and Friday from 8 PM GMT, 3 PM EST. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.
I turn to face it all.